Hi everyone, it's been a hot minute. We've had a lot going on. We've had judo competitions and it has been so cold. So bitter cold. I haven't even been able to stand it. But that's okay. Yeah, we've just had a lot going on. But I wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that I'm still alive. We are hopefully coming towards the end of our winter. We've lost one duck so far. We lost him a few days ago. I'm sorry, the light is really weird in here, and that's why my face looks a different color than my hands. If I hold it up so that they're at the same lighting, they don't look nearly as different. Anyway, we've lost one duck. We lost him a few days ago. I called and reported it for avian flu, but we kind of doubt it is because, A, there hasn't been a whole ton of cases up in my area yet, if any at all. I don't think there's any. And B, my ducks are fully enclosed now, so they have an enclosed coop and an enclosed run. The only thing that has access to it is we have bunnies that get in there. But while it's not impossible for bunnies to get the avian flu, it's not super usual. And at this point, we don't let anyone into the area except for us now. And if they did, we would have them wear our shoes. So, very small likelihood that they were able to contract avian flu. We're keeping an eye on them. I think he probably just got too cold and froze to death. Unfortunately, there's minimal things that we can do. We are doing everything we can. They have an insulated coop with straw and shavings and a covered run, and, we're doing our best. But there's usually one every year. It's just the nature of the beast. So, Ren, he is gone. We were going to butcher him this year, so we are still not planning on hatching. I have gone back and forth about hatching out just like 3 eggs from Bucky, because Bucky will be coming up on, we bought him in 2021, or he hatched in 2021. So he's coming up on 4 years old. And captive ducks, it's really just kind of a heck shoot how long they live. Because they can get taken by a predator when they're 1 year old, like Wanda did. Duck ages is kind of a poop shoot. You can have ducks that die at 1 year old like Wanda from a predator, or they get sick, and then you have ducks that just live forever. And by forever, I mean, I think the oldest recorded duck was like 49 years old. They can easily live to like 20 years old. They could also die at like 5. So anyway, Bucky's almost 4. He'll be 4 this summer. And he's at the age now where, I'm nervous that he could just die at any time. I don't have a replacement for him. So I am kind of tossing around the idea of just hatching like 3 to 5 eggs of him and him and Yelena or him and Peaches, just to try and get a Drake to replace him, because every winter that we go through with him, I'm scared. He's so huge, guys. You have to understand, his tail fans out like this. This is how big his tail is. I have yet to see him throw his own size, which has been disappointing. However, it's possible, genetics are funky, it's possible that his children will throw his size. So, he has Dusk is his daughter, Feline and Melina are his daughters. Howard is his son, but I don't think I'm going to breed Howard. Okay, so part of that film cut out, and so I have to re-film part of it. So, anyway, Bucky has not yet thrown a baby of his size. Genetics are funky, so his children might, and then we have Dusk, Feline, and Melina. We also have Howard, but I don't think I'm going to breed Howard. So, we might hatch a couple just to see if we have a good drake for Bucky. But I'm leaning towards not hatching this year and then just hatching next year and seeing how that goes. So this year we're focusing on counting eggs, seeing how many we get, etc. I've also, unrelated, but I've also considered starting a second YouTube channel. So this channel I've always strived to make it family friendly so that you guys can show your kids and not have to worry about pre-watching anything. But there are aspects of animal husbandry that are a little more advanced and for older people, because just like humans, animals have problems with various body parts that we have to treat and things like that. And I'd like to be able to talk about it a little bit more and things like that. And you know, gore, obviously with livestock, you get dead stock. And so there are some injuries, things to talk about with injuries and things like that that are more gory and might not be appropriate for kids depending on what your views are. And so I've considered starting a second YouTube account that would be more mature content. Not anything wild. I'm a modest person. But just talking about some of the things in livestock that you don't talk about with kids. And more swearing, you know, things like that. Just a little more adult themes, maybe kind of stuff. Yeah, and so I would post all family-friendly content on here, and then on those videos I would put like a disclaimer at the front, like this is, you know, watch before you show to kids, like, kind of thing. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. As for this channel, I kind of intend to move into even like longer form content, so most of my videos right now are in like the 3 to 5 minute range. But one of the things that I did on TikTok, and I would like to continue doing, is analysis of academic papers in like regards to animal husbandry and training and things like that. So I had started with carry weight capacity of horses. I'd done some analysis over there. I would like to move that kind of stuff over here where we can talk about what the science says and what the studies show and what the results of those are, and things that we can kind of extrapolate from there. Excuse me. I haven't used a lot of these words in many years, so I might say them wrong. But, so things like that. And so I'll probably post like monthly, but they'll be longer, more in-depth videos. So let me know what you think of that too. So anyway, I'll be moving more towards long-form content, more educational and more academic around that stuff. As well, I'll keep you guys updated on, obviously, my farm, what's going on, things like that. But, yeah, we'll probably move into doing more of those. So you can expect monthly videos. They'll be long, or they'll be in multiple parts. I've got some backed up that I can post, possibly. Let me know if you're interested in that. And that's about it for now. Boreas has been getting trained every single day. We are going to work with him on entering an agility competition this summer. So you guys I'll be filming a lot of that too to look forward to in his training. It is, snow's like knee deep right now. So we're not doing anything outside. But, yeah. Anyway. I'm excited to get this YouTube up and going. It's just tough, especially winter. There just isn't really anything to make content about because we're mainly just surviving. Like, everybody's staying alive. And we're good to go. You know, my lizard's brumating. She's asleep the whole winter. The dogs can't, like, be outside. We can't train them outside. I'm not working my horse. So that's that. There's just not much going on in winter. We hunker down and rest in winter. I'm also starting gardening this year, so I'm super excited because I don't know how to garden. So I'm doing this all off of like what I remember my parents telling me growing up and like Google, and then just like that sounds right-ish. So chaotic gardening, I love it. Okay. that's it for now. I will see you guys. I should have a video up. I'd started this series on TikTok, and I will be moving it over here because long form content does better over here. So, but essentially I had started going through and analyzing from an academic perspective all of the studies that have been done on the carry weight capacity of horses. And a big content creator in the horse world just went on this kind of rant about how plus size riders, of which I am one, riding their horses is abuse. And so that's suddenly topical again to talk about what the studies actually say about plus size riders and the carry weight capacity of a horse. So I've been going through those. I went through 2 of them. I've got like 3 more that I can work on. So you can expect to see, I mean, it's kind of up to you guys. I can do a summary video of all 5 of the studies and just give like a brief overview of what the study did, what they said, and yellow and red flags for some of the studies just aren't very well done. Or what I'd been doing on TikTok is going through each individual study, and those videos were almost an hour's worth of material, going through each section of each study and talking about what that said, what it means, and whether or not it makes sense. Like, because sometimes the data will say this, and the researchers say this, and it's not the same thing. And so what the researcher's saying doesn't match what their data is saying. And I can 100% go through section by section and talk about that. If that interests you, if it doesn't, I can just go through and do a brief overview of all of the literature. So, let me know what you think. I'm sure that all sounds terribly boring if you're not into this stuff. Sorry, I'm playing with my Nick's lip oil. But I have to go. I'm at max size, so bye everyone. See you guys soon.